Okay, today we will build up the maxillary canine, the distal surface of maxillary canine. It's totally different when we compare it to the central incisors we did last week. The mesial surface, as we see, is in contact with the lateral incisor, and the contact here is in the junction between the incisal third and the middle third. With a short cusp slope, mesial cusp slope, while the distal cusp slope is longer, and the contact is in the middle of the middle third. We can see it here. It's in the middle of the middle third, and here the distal surface is in contact with the premolar. Now, before we start, it's better to draw our cervical line with a pencil. It's easier for you later when you want to carve. I'm adding wax now. I can use the wax spatula, or I can use the PKT. I will show you both ways. I will heat the instrument and then I will spread the wax on the stone, and I will repeat this step many times. I should clean my instrument between the steps. The other way is to use the PKT. I will heat the PKT, and then I will take some wax and then heat it again, and then I should follow the details I want to add. So we have both ways. Personally, I prefer the wax spatula. It's faster for me, but for you, you can use anyone. I will continue adding, but when I add, I should know where to add more. If you can see here, there is the cervical line, and I'm waxing from here, so I need to make this flat and shallow, and then create my cervical line, and then I can start adding where is the highest point is the contact area. I will clean my instrument and then I can heat it and blend my wax up together. This is a very easy way, but if the instrument is very hot, it will melt all your wax, so it should be warm, not very hot. When I check the tooth, the contact is here, as we said, in the middle of middle third, so it should be here. This is the mesial and this is the distal, so it should be here, almost here. I will use the PKT to add for the contact. I'm doing now the distal slope. You can hold it like this until the wax is cooled. Again. And then I continue the distal surface. I'm filling now the labial surface. I should use the PKT to fill any voids. Initially, I created the contact almost. I need to add here a little. If you compare it to the model, it's almost the same, but we didn't measure yet. When I come to the lingual surface, I need to add here also the contact from the lingual surface. And then I blend the lingual surface together. There is another way to blend the wax together, is to use a wax spatula. I hate it, I just hate it, and then I blend it together here to smoothen my wax. Initially, we started to have the canine. Now I will draw my cervical line on my wax up, and here I have on the distal surface a concavity, then the highest point is the contact, and then I'll go carve the distal slope. I'll just marking my cervical line, and then I will carve and make the root area smooth with the root of the model stone. My carving should be in one direction only. I shouldn't carve in both directions. If I carve in both directions, I will create flakes, which are the light blue, and also I will create scratches. And when I use the holland back, I should not use the tip. I prefer personally to use the side. I hold it like a 45 degree or with an angle, and then I create so it will not be like a groove, and then I will carve and make it smooth with the root. It should be flush with the root. I have a bubble here, I will add wax. Now, for the holland back, it shouldn't be heated. Never heat the carving instrument. You use it cold. If you heat it, it will destroy your wax up. I should clean my instrument to prevent creation of flakes. And then I will continue carving to make it flush with the root. Now I finished almost the root area. We can go back to it, but I need to fix the distal surface and carve the distal surface. Now I will carve here the concavity in one direction. See, I'm carving in one direction. And the pressure should be equal. When I'm carving, the pressure should be equal, not more in areas than other areas. Almost I created the concavity. I can use either the Licron carver or the disc in the cleoid discoid to create here slight depression. As I said, the carving in one direction. You can either carve it or you can heat it wax spatula. It should be you can carve it with, as I said, with the Licron carver or clear discoid, or you can just heat the wax spatula and then create the depression. I want to show you the both ways and you try them and see what's easier and better for you. I will go back again to my cervical line, 45 degree. And then also smooth the root area. It should be flush. It shouldn't be over carved. It should be smooth and flush with the stone model. I will go now lingually, if you can check the two models. The lingual surface is narrow than the labial surface, so I need to carve more from the lingual. As I said, in one direction. Clean my instrument, then continue carving. The cervical line should be in continuous with the stone model. And in the lingual surface, I can carve here the distal fossa. I'm carving in one direction. And then with the Hollenbach carver, I continue smoothing and cleaning the margins. This is the distal slope. and then I should measure. It's wide. I need to carve around like 2 millimeters. And then I go again and measure my model and compare my wax up measurement with the model. I should measure at different levels in the cervical area, and in the middle where is the contact, and also the lingual, and from the cervical line to the cusp tip, here and here. Okay, when I check my cervical line, it's clear. The contact is exactly in the middle of the middle third, and lingually is narrower than the labial surface. And you should check the measurement again and double check, and then after that you will hold the two models and see them from incisal view, the labial and the lingual surface. Check the contact area, and then you will check the distal and the fossa, also your cervical line, and then you'll go labially and check the concavity here, and then the contact area location and the distal slope. Check for any voids or under contour. If you have voids or under contour, you just add wax. After you finish, you can polish it with soft cloth or with silk socks or any silk material, and it will be ready for evaluation.